Hello, everybody. This is B Jax with Black Views, and today I bring to you another episode where we have basically the first video I've done with Miss Joy Reid and her smear campaign, and basically what she wants to talk about, what ADOS or what fundamental blacks want and don't want, and things like that. And actually, she exaggerates a whole lot about it. But I have a short video here today, and I'm going to do some commentary over this video essay. And I want to thank you for your time. I'm going to try to make this video nice and short, but I want to make sure I get some key points in there so that we can go over together. Well, not go over together, but some things that I just want to talk about and I just want to expand on and try to break this video down so you can see the hypocrisy behind what the white media does and what they try to put out there. Okay? What they want to do is they have these people that they select. Okay? A lot of them are bootlegs, coons. They could be immigrants, and they can be from right here. Many times they're just there for a job. Okay, they're all they want to do is get a paycheck, have a job, and say, "Hey, I have a TV show," and this is their success in America. It's not about the people; it's about them as individuals. So it's real easy for them to give that bag out to those people that are real anxious to stab black people in the back, real anxious to talk bad about black people, real anxious to show that they're not those Negroes. They're not those. They are better blacks, and they've come here to achieve. And so this is what you get. And so you get someone like Joy Reid who go on a show and blatantly talk about disinformation, which is actually good information. They will blatantly bring other coons on and bring other trolls on that'll come on and give their ideas and give their thoughts. This young lady here, Miss Shireen Mitchell, okay, basically she's a nobody, but she's going to talk about, what she's going to talk about is black women, okay? And she's going to give misinformation as if she's some type of IT professional, okay, and try to tell you these are Russian bots and these are not black people. It's really, this whole thing is undermining, it's conflicting, and it's just kind of ass backwards. And this is what they provide us because they don't think we have a brain to think, and they think that we are just people that respond off of just words and not actually what they're saying. So I want you to hear this, and I'm going to comment on it. I'm going to go in and out. Stand by.
The data point says that over 90% of black women will vote for Democrats. And so now we have a whole campaign getting several campaigns, by the way. We have identified at least 5 existing campaigns that are focused on getting black people to do only one thing, not vote for the Democrats.
And can you name one of those 5 campaigns? I mean, we put...
Okay, so already right there, I don't think that our agenda, the agenda that you have for the fundamental blacks, was to just not vote Democrat. Okay, it's about the tangibles, and it's about the things that the fundamental blacks of America, fundamental blacks are black people that were already here. Okay, bought here is slavery, did slavery time, 200 years of slavery, also sharecropping, Jim Crow, Red Line District, mass incarceration, drugs in your neighborhood, and right now, it just seems like they want to focus on our children, okay, and turn them and give them sexual ideas before they even turn of age to be a proper age to determine what they want to be. If they want to be gay, if they want to be, like, you know what I'm saying? They're pushing this out there, so the first thing they start off is, they want to, basically turn our men to young women, and that's okay with them. And if you listen to this lady here, she's going to give you some information talking about 90% of black women vote Democrat, as if black men don't vote, as if there's no black men out there, nor do they even care to reach out to black men, have a conversation with black men who are supposed to be the leader of the homes. So we've come to a time, okay, where they've already have given the realm to the woman. She is now the leader of the house in the black families, as if there's no men here, as if we don't read, write, talk, or anything. But when we do reach out and when we do say things such as petitions, such as emails, Twitter, writing letters, such as doing videos such as this, we're bots. We're some kind of Russian bots. Like we're not, unbelievably, we couldn't possibly be talking about having tangibles and black empowerment and having things so that our families can be better. Our families are sick. Black people are direct, basically hit the brunt of the racism in America. And they are affected by it now, whether it be financially, mentally, physically, how the hell you want to put it. That's the whole talk for reparations. But when you have these individuals here, Miss Joy Reid, I don't think she's fundamental black, meaning that, you know, her parents didn't serve no slavery in America, but she's here to basically give her ideas and misconstrue things, misunderstand things. See, when you have a foreigner up here and they're going to say things and try to represent black people in America, it's not going to match. It's never going to match. It's not mathematical, which means it's not logical. This is geometry. What they're doing is they're setting their own theorems. Like they're just saying this is what this is, and this what this is equals this. Like they're saying whatever they want their white zaddies to say. And so this is what you have to understand. They could care less about what's going on in the neighborhood. What they want to do is make sure that they have a good job, a nice bank account, and be able to, I guess, live a good life. And that's all good, but when you poop on the masses of people, the nation, for own personal gain, that's got to be a sin. And then, like I said, once again, you got Joy Reid. She's not even from America. I mean, she's from Nigeria somewhere, you know, or she's not fundamentally black. So she couldn't even share the same experiences and thoughts that one would have growing up black in America. Not through immigration, but being black in America. And so these people are sent here to confuse, constantly putting confusion in the airwaves. And so this is why you need the black media to break this down, decipher for you, so that you can have a voice. And there is a voice that basically sympathizes with you. Not even sympathizes. These are facts. These are tangibles. These are things that are needed. So let's go further.
Put up from the report that you're saying that there's a conversation about reparations that has to do with it. There's a criminal justice conversation. Yes. There's an immigration. Go on.
Mm-hmm. Reparations, immigration, reparations, immigration, and anything that has to do with the criminal justice system.
So think about those things right there. Let's think about that for a second. All of those things that she just mentioned, those are all issues in black America. So she makes it sound as if it's ridiculous for black people, black men in particular, to be saying anything. And then they go all out and they say they know that 90% of black women are going to vote for Democrats, which makes me think that they're taking black women's vote for granted. There's no tangibles for black women in there, because black women are leaders of the household as well. What's in there for their black sons and their black daughters? Black women want the best for their families, whether they be little black boys, little black girls. Black women have to raise black boys too. Unfortunately, they do. But black boys turn to black men. And that's the concern. We want the black boys to be healthy black men. But when you hear this constant rhetoric that undermines any type of masculinity or male, it's particularly black, that's dangerous. Now let's move on. Let's listen further. Almost as if none of these things, they compare reparations, criminal justice, immigration, list of issues targeting black voters. How can black voters be targeted with this when these are the things that the black voters are trying to target the Democratic Party with? Why would someone be targeting black voters with reparations when we're asking for reparations? What fundamental black person wouldn't benefit from reparations, whether they knew we had it or not? And that's what it's about, benefiting. And we need to benefit. videos like this where they pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to these analysts to say anything out there, they just say anything to derail logical black people, they should not have jobs. They should not be able to get on the airwaves and speak to millions of black people, and black people thinking they see a black face, that this face is speaking for them, and it's really not. It's actually undermining you. She's selling you out for a check. And that's what this is. To her, this is not personal. This is business. She could care less. Because in her country, they're saying, oh, she's successful. She went to America. And in America, they succeed. Everyone succeeds but us, if you notice. Let's go. Let's move on.
The reason that the targeting of Kamala around being a cop is important is because anything that hinges on criminal justice becomes a divisive issue.
Okay, once again, when she speaks like that, this tells you she doesn't know black people. Okay? Because she's acting like someone is saying that, well, you can't compare Kamala to the cops because she is the Attorney General. She was the Attorney General. She made laws and legislation. So she's what you call the top cop. The top cop is called the Attorney General. So once again, this lady speaks as if, I don't know if she's stupid or she's trying to say we're stupid. Like I don't understand her logic when she says that. She's making it sound like people are saying that Kamala Harris is a cop. Like that's wrong or something. Like she has a badge. You are the Attorney General. You are the top prosecutor. The police bring you the evidence. They actually have a badge. So I debunked this when she tried to say this is bad information or somebody's pushing something that's there. I never heard it like that. Like, you know, she's a cop. But when you logically think about it, she is the top cop. So let's move on. I have to break this down for you. I'm sorry.
And is being used as a weapon right now. Are there real issues? Absolutely.
She's saying it's being used as a weapon. What's being used as a weapon is Kamala Harris' past record as a prosecutor, the top cop. That's what's being looked at. That's what's being analyzed. That's what's being talked about. Her record. What you're supposed to do when you vote for a candidate, you are to look at their record. You are to look at their actions. You are to look at the things that they do. You have to look into those things to make an educated decision if this is going to be the candidate for you or not. So she is the top cop, and they're looking at her policies. They're looking at the things that she pushed, the things that she backed up. Okay, so once again, this disinformation, this person does herself a discredit for future interviews. You understand what I'm saying? Stand by.
Absolutely. I want to make sure that people don't dismiss the fact that there are some real issues that we're talking about. I think you had Cory Booker on here talking about police brutality. These are key, important issues to our community. We know that this is.
But yet she says these are key and important issues to our community. Do you see how she conflicts? These are all conflicting statements, okay? This is confusion, okay? Their assumption is that all the black people are crack babies. That has got to be their assumption, is that there are no intelligent black people, and any intelligent black person doesn't care about black issues. Let's listen further.
This is the case because in the previous election in 2016, Black Lives Matter was targeted because of their campaign that was focused on police brutality.
Right.
It's still existing. It's still happening right now. It's just that we're not seeing a way to handle this and do a counter narrative.
Very quickly, we're out of time, but how can...
So, police brutality has been going on since the dawn of time for black people. But she's saying they can't figure it out. So what are we to do? Not say anything? Are we to sit aside? Like I said, it just seems that if black people are saying anything, It's got to be the Russians. It's got to be someone else. Like, these people are not intelligent enough to actually know what they want. And this is how they play us. And they put these people out here, this person individual, you know what I'm saying? She probably doesn't even understand what she's doing. What she is doing this for is notoriety, FaceTime, and an opportunity to get a job for herself, to push her personal agendas. Okay? Let's move further.
How can people tell the difference between the real, genuine thing of Black Lives Matter and the ones that are just designed to make you not vote? How do you even tell?
So you can tell right away by the language that they use most of the time. But if you see anyone who says basically tangibles or
Basically, this is what she's saying. Anybody that says the words tangibles, these are fake people. So black people don't want tangibles. Do you see how retarded this sounds? Like this, like I don't care what you're trying to say. Listen to what she is saying. Tangibles. Listen further.
you're not getting our vote without us getting something back.
You're not getting our vote without getting something back. Isn't that how we do this? Isn't this how the political game is to be? We're to vote for those that are going to do something for our community. She's got it ass backwards. She has it like what? Like we sound like you sound crazy. This can't be a real person asking for these things. This has to be a bot, because black people don't ask for anything. They have welfare. They have programs. Things that they could be stuck on all their lives. They have crack. They have weed. They can't be asking for anything in return. And this is what she's saying. And she's getting paid to be up here to say this. Selling it out. She's the founder of Stop Online Violence Against Women. But we talking about tangibles. Has nothing to do with the political tangibles. She's not talking about on here. She's not talking about women getting hurt, or women being abused, or women being treated inappropriately. She's up here talking about tangibles. She's talking about tangibles. And somehow she gets this mixed up with violence against women. Confusion, man. That's what I'm saying. It logically doesn't make any sense. It's just like you have rappers talking about politics who haven't studied anything about politics. But let's roll with it.
You should start to pause and take a better look at what they're saying. Better look at those accounts and seeing what they're saying. And also, don't forget, same rules apply. If these accounts are brand new, you should pause and look at these accounts and see what they're saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Shireen Mitchell, thank you very much. And I know the report is coming out this week. Really appreciate you breaking it here. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm stopping it right there. Basically, I'm gonna wrap this up. But as you can see, right here, she went up here, did her little spill. Once again, degrading black people, their thoughts, minds, and their desires for a check. She just got up here and she's telling white America that basically this is fake. Those people out there asking for tangibles, people asking for reparations, people asking for corrections are fake. They're not real people. They're targeting black people so they don't vote. And that's far from the truth. Black people want to vote. But why wouldn't you want to vote for something that's going to benefit your communities, man? See, when black men speak, we speak in terms of community. She wants to talk about individuals. See, and so when we do come out and when we do speak and we have something to say, this is what you get. You get a one-way conversation. At least on here, you can comment and I will reply. But it's a one-way conversation. Millions of people are listening to, and she's able to convey a thought or an idea that's the furthest from the truth. And Joy Reid, she should be ashamed of herself, which really tells you she doesn't care. To have someone from somewhere else come here and just misconstrue everything that's going on, and you want to call this Russian propaganda? You want to say this bots, they're new accounts. So what if someone made a new account, and made a new, they want to set up their own channel and they want to call it this, so they created another account for it. What is wrong with that? So those aren't people. People that are saying things that make sense. They're not saying something retarded. They're not saying anything definitely not saying anything violent. If it's violent, so what's her part in this? ADOS, BFA, they're not talking about violence against women. So what's her part? Why would you bring this lady to the table, who claims to be an IT guru? But she's gonna tell you if anybody's hashtag intangibles or anything something for something, then don't listen to them. This doesn't make any sense, man. And in 2019, to go on national television and give misinformation, that's what this is. This is digital disinformation, and this is a digital disinformation campaign that's set up by Joy Reid. Like, guess what? I'm not here to disrespect her, but I'm here to call it like it is. Like, you're getting on national television and you're going to say things that are not true, things that are untrue. I have a right to respond. Okay? And I'm a black man. I have a right to respond. And black men have a right to respond too, because we exist. 90% of women, black women, are going to vote Democrat. Once again, to me, that's an insult to black women. And black women need to rise up, especially fundamental black women. We talking about African Americans. We talking about people who ancestors were called the N-word, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we talking about. Okay, we're not talking about somebody that just came over and they wanted to experience, watch football and watch basketball and just be concerned that they got coppered on the floor, that type of garbage. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about black people that was born into this beast, man. Okay? So that's it for right now, Black America. And I hope you click the like button. I hope you subscribe. And I hope you also comment as well, because your comments can also help me maybe do a little bit more research and maybe research some things that we need to hear about. So thank you once again. Click the like button, subscribe, and black man, have a good day.